Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it, undergoing a The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll start at the 2, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by a man who plays college ball on Rocky Top. Greg, it is the rookie quarterback out of Tennessee.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
You know, what's funny about the NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue to make just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. The biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't have his best stuff, they can still play winning football. And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run. And he's in for the score. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score. Visitors 7, Ravens nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Back to the air again on 6. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing right, it's taken in. Now inside the 25. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards for the touchdown. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Nice move. Slips a tackle. Gets forward for a gain of 2. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the toss, they'll run. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. It's a close game early on. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. His kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Handoff here, up the middle, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And the visitors have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Brooklyn.
Now, faking the give. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Throwing now on third and long. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again.
If this was just one guy dominating that, a lot of... You can chip him. You can double team him. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Sack! Smash! Smash!
He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's now 3rd down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. On comes the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Tight end motioning left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst-case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to the air one more time. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will score. Has a touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of this first half.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the visitors are out to a 21-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is taken in at the goal line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Complete to number 81. A gain of 11 on the play. And Brooklyn first down.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide. Of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the visitors are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's a run going left. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that.
This one intercepted. And the visitors are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Slot man in motion right. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistake.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When we met with him during the week, how did he describe himself to us, Mike? He said, I feel like I'm a student of the game. I feel like that's my advantage over my opponent. And as this game's unfolded, it's pretty clear to see why.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw on the move is caught. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Raven first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any sign.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Moving the tight end right. On 2nd down, they'll run. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
2nd and a yard. Slot receiver headed right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's in. Touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Open man, that's Flowers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They hope to polish things off. What a run they are on. Trying to make it 7 straight without a loss. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. 2nd down and 8. to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
And he's going to be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and the visitors are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
So it's a win for our visitors. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.